Welcome to the next edition of Pack Talking with Ben and I and our special guest, John Flores.
What up?
I want to say welcome to the audience. Thank you for joining us. And thank you, John, for joining us.
Of course.
So, John,
Pleasure to have you, John.
Yeah, man. It's good to see you too.
Yeah, it is nice to see you. Usually we're just dropping off dogs. I've never. This will be the most sit down talking me and you have ever done. So I'm
me
excited.
too.
Absolutely. By like,
You too, Bobby.
Yeah,
yes.
by a
Yeah, I
lot.
just I just
Good.
send Bobby reels and memes.
Yeah, we're Instagram homies, definitely.
Yes.
But I was going to say, that's how we kind of really got to know each other more.
Yeah. It's
We've
a good
met a
way to
couple.
find out what people are into and what they're not cool with.
Yeah, oh, yeah. I'm cool with most stuff as long as it's
Yeah,
not
same.
graphic killing of somebody, or you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, send me the funny memes, send me the basketball memes, send me the football
Yep.
memes, send me the loving memes. Like, I'm all for like 99% of memes, but there's just a couple
Same.
out just I'm not on board with.
Yeah. I'm right there.
Uh
Hey, you know how I met John? I met him at the Training Caesar's Way. But what caught my eye, and it was the first thing I saw today, is that hat. I went up to him. I was like, "Hey, man!" I was like, "My name's Ben." I was like, "I really like your hat. What kind of hat is that?" And
They're the
that
best.
oh yeah. Yep, look at
what
me,
what,
dude. I'm on it right now, melon right
Yeah.
now.
And
what's
where
a
you live, so I got those thermal ones.
Yeah, I got one of
Man,
those.
those yeah, I don't need one here, but I have it. Just makes me
Hey,
hot.
you could go to the mountains.
This is true.
You
This is
know,
true.
you know what's funny is that hat doesn't even fit my head. It's too small. I wear the XL hats.
Same. Same. I'm
Oh,
pretty sure my hat size like 7 5/8.
I think mine is 8 1/4. When
Holy sh!
I went to Dorium's, our friend Dorium's quinceanera, his daughter's quinceanera, and we were
Yeah,
finding me a cowboy hat, and we went to so many different hat shops, and I don't know if they're built like me
eight
over
and a
there next to
quarter.
yeah, 8 1/4, I think is what it is.
we call him Big Brain Ben over here.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
Nickname I've never used. I'm sorry,
no,
Ben.
no, no. It's all right. I'll go with it. The brain. They call me the brain a lot. I've been
There
known
it
to use
is.
the brain.
Okay, well, I've only encountered you a couple times up at Caesar's Way as well.
Yeah.
And so, like, I've never really delved in, but I've gotten to be friends with you on Instagram. Tell us your journey into dogs, what you do, and give us your origin story.
Oh, man. All right. I'm gonna try to sum this up because it can be a long story, but I've gotten real good at telling it. So,
Hey.
I think 2012, I was training for a cross country bike ride, and I fell off my bike. I wasn't even doing anything cool. I was just at a standstill. I couldn't unclip out of my pedals.
Was that like
So
Joe Biden or whatever?
huh?
Didn't
Yeah,
Joe
it was
Biden
like this. I was
fall?
just
He was
kinda
just at a standstill.
dink,
He just stood.
and I thought nothing of it, but then I don't remember the ride home,
Oh,
and then I had a headache, like, 2 days later, and I text my boss, and I'm like, "Hey, I'm not gonna make it into work. I hit my head." He's like, "Cool. Well, 25% of, traumatic brain injuries will m make you lose your motor skills and your ability to speak." It's crazy, right? And within a span of 4 weeks, I could barely get out of bed. It took me, like, 5 minutes to tie my shoes.
oh, wow,
I couldn't My thoughts were here, but I couldn't get them out.
interesting.
Yeah,
Okay,
so I had to see a speech therapist, occupational therapist, physical therapist, and a neuropsychologist because that was my 6th concussion, and after you've had so many, they're afraid. I was never suicidal, but they make you see one.
Yeah,
But I will say I was in a pretty dark place, like, I'm
yeah.
used to moving around and doing stuff, so
did you
you ever
play
watch
football?
Sopranos? Have you ever seen that?
Yeah.
Yes, I have.
So, it felt like Tony and his psychologist without the attraction there. Like, all we did was argue, and, she told me one day to get a dog,
Okay,
and I'm like, "For what?" And she's also, "Basically, you'll stop feeling sorry for yourself."
nice.
Right? And I was like, "Oh, well, this is the dumbest advice anyone has ever given me, ever." And I'm like, "You want me to pick up dog shit so I can feel better about myself. I left that day. I left the session, and the same day, my best friend shows up at my door with a picture of a 6-month-old pit bull puppy.
Hmm.
And she's like, "Do you know anyone that wants this dog?" I'm like, "Absolutely not. I know nobody."
I
And she's
thought
like,
it
"Well,
was gonna
that's
be, yes, you know, this is I just got suggested this, but
yeah."
no.
It hadn't hit me yet, but she's like, "That sucks because then the dog's gonna go to the pound." And I was like, "Well, that's good because that's where dogs get adopted."
Yeah.
That's how much I didn't know. And she's, "Oh no, she's a pit bull." I said, "Yeah, I can see that." She's, "Oh, they're gonna euthanize her." I said, "That's weird." Like, what? That's how much I didn't know about anything at the time. In that moment, I heard my psychologist telling me I need a dog.
Hmm.
So I was like, okay, maybe this is like, a sign from the universe. So I took the dog. And looking at it now with what I do, like not having a job and having a brain injury and
Yeah.
getting a 6-month-old pit bull is like, I would never recommend that to anyone.
Yeah.
I would be like, it's a horrible idea.
That's
And
funny.
so I get this dog and I can't wait to tell my psychologist about it. And she looks at me and she's like, I was speaking figuratively. She's like, I
Gosh.
didn't mean literally, but I guess that's good.
Yeah.
What? How
Yeah.
figuratively do you get a dog?
What?
How do you figuratively get a dog?
I don't know. It's some psychologist stuff. I don't know, but I had this dog now and I didn't know what to do with her. And I'm doing all this research on pit bulls and all this stuff. And that's when I realized, like, oh, there's a whole thing going on with these dogs. Right. But at the same time, I'm trying to walk this 6-month-old dog. And back then, the dog's just out of control.
Hmm.
Right. And I'm like, dude, like, what did I get myself into? Like, why did I do this? But I also wasn't working. So what else did I have to do?
Nice.
Right. And so whatever money I had left over, I hired a trainer and dog was good when I was with the trainer.
Hmm.
Really?
Right. But not good when the trainer wasn't there. And one day, I'm keep in mind, this dog is like 40 pounds at the time. But in my mind, this dog was 100 pounds and out of control,
Yeah.
lunging at men, like everything
Yeah.
clients now say it was happening to me. And so my trainer at the time was like, "Hey, man, what are you scared of?" I was like, "Dude, I'm not scared of anything." He's all, "You're scared of something, man, because your dog is acting like you are scared of something." He's all, "I don't know what it is, but you got to figure it out." So you have two choices. You either confront your fears or you can just stay home and avoid them.
Hmm.
But whatever your dog does while you're avoiding, you don't get to correct them.
Oh,
So I was like, crap. So,
Who is this
I
trainer?
just kept, huh?
Who is this trainer?
Dude, I forget his name, but he passed away like 15 years ago.
Was he doing like obedience and stuff, or was it dog
It was
psychology?
yeah, it was mostly obedience. It's a lot of obedience,
Hmm.
like a lot,
He had some
but
insight though on some
he
deeper things that
had
most obedience people don't know.
yes, he was a dog psychology obedience trainer, if I
Yeah.
had to label him,
Okay.
but I just kept working with her. I did all the stuff he told me to do, even if it wasn't working.
Hmm.
Nice.
And then one day it just worked,
Yeah.
right? And then I was still unemployed. And I thought to myself, well, what would I do for free forever to kill this time that I have? And I looked at my dog and I was like, oh shit, I'm gonna go foster and volunteer at a shelter. And so I started doing that. And then that's when I found Elvis. And I started like writing stuff on Facebook about my journey with the brain injury and dogs and pit bulls. And it was getting a ton of traction.
Hmm.
And my buddy's like, you should start a blog. And I told him, I don't have time for that. He's all, really? Because you're unemployed and you're already doing it. Right. And this was a guy I partied with. I didn't know he made websites.
Okay.
We just partied. That's all we did together. I knew nothing about this guy. And so he's all, I'll make your website for free. He's all, you just got to come up with a name. And I'm talking to my other buddy on the phone and I'm telling him about this. And he's all, what about I Pity the Bull? And I was like, that is the stupidest name ever, dude. But at the same time, I'm looking it up on Namecheap to see if it's available. And it was.
I think
Yeah.
it's a great
So
name. Yeah.
yeah, so I took the name
Makes
and
me think of
it
Mr. T.
snowballed. into that, and I was fostering so much, someone actually sent me to Training Caesar's Way.
Oh, really?
They paid for it and my hotel.
That's
Wow.
wild. California
Yeah.
stuff.
When was this?
Yeah.
When were you a student at TCW?
Oh man, this is 2000. Colleen was still there. So it was a long time ago, like 2015,
Yeah.
So I was there.
2014.
If it was 14, I wasn't there. 15 is
Yeah,
when I'm the
I
end
would
of.
have remembered you. Melina was my student ambassador,
Okay.
but yeah,
Okay.
I got to go back. It might have been 2014.
If do you still have pictures of it?
Yeah, I just
Okay.
have to dig through them.
We'll post a
Post them
couple.
here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll send them to you. But yeah, it was it's funny because when they wanted to send me, I was like, I don't need to go there. I watch Caesar on TV. What do I have to learn? I don't need to go. Like, spend that money somewhere else. And they're like, are you sure? And I was like, yeah, man. And then I thought about it and was like,
Uh-huh.
oh, no, no, no. Maybe I should go. Right.
Yeah.
And holy shit, I didn't know anything.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Well, I don't know how much you knew, but
I
it's
mean, I think
Enough.
at that time I was like, just the dog I took, Fletcher, he was a foster at the time and he was just so reactive. I just kind of like accepted it.
mm-hmm.
Right. And so when you know how you do that circle, when Caesar first shows up, he was just going crazy. And I was just kind of standing there like, I don't know. Todd comes up. He's all, are you okay? I said, yeah, I'm fine. He's all, well, your dog's kind of going crazy. I said, yeah, I know. That's why we're here. And he's all, does it bother you? I said, well, yeah, it bothers me, but I'm also kind of used to it. So I don't know. And that was right when I learned about sensitivity in a dog.
Mm.
Yeah.
I learned that just because this dog is like 60 pounds full of muscle, you don't need to match that. And this
Right.
dog was so sensitive, it just unlocked like this whole kind of almost a cheat code where I was like, oh, I don't really have to.
You were exasperating the situation in a
Oh my
sense.
gosh, I was just like turning it into something that it wasn't,
Mm-hmm.
but that's how I did that. And, slowly but surely people kept asking me to train their dogs. And I was like, I'm not a dog trainer, and even my
That's where that
employee
goes.
now,
Yeah.
she found me at an adoption event in like 2017 or 18. And she's like, can you train my dog? I was like, I could, but I'm not a dog trainer. And she's all,
Cool.
okay, well, you know someone that can train my dog. I said, yeah, I could probably find someone. She's like, but I want you to. So what do you charge? I was like, well, I don't know because I'm not a dog trainer. Like she kind of like just kind of
Forced
forced
you.
me into it. Right. And now I'm dog training with no job. Right.
Well,
Like,
it
and I'm
sounds
not
like
charging
job is
because
stepping up.
in that time, like I met all these trainers at Training Caesar's Way. I was working with Lynn and like I was like, dude, I can't call myself a trainer because all these people who put in all this work, just because they taught me something, I don't get to be that person.
Mm.
Right. And I was like, I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it. In fact, I think I hid it for the longest time. But finally, Bree's like now like 6 months pregnant and she's like, okay, we need to do something. Cause like what are you going to do? What are you going to do with your life? And I was like, I guess I'll just try to start charging for dog training.
So
My
you
first session was $20.
wow. What year
I
was
was
this?
gone for 4 hours.
Yeah, that
Wow.
sounds about right.
Yeah. And I came back so happy. And Bree was like, where have you been? I was like, dude, I got a paid session. She's like, how much did you make? About $20. I will
Yeah,
never forget that. Until this day,
that's a
up
beautiful
until
thing.
her dog passed away, I charged her $20 no matter what.
That's awesome.
Beautiful. Yeah.
But
We have some
yeah,
clients.
it was like she took a chance on me. I don't know why, but
Yeah, you
That's
gotta
awesome.
honor it. You gotta
it all
honor it.
worked out. And then I need to come up with a name for my training company. And it was right around when Kendrick Lamar's Humble was out.
Oh, dope.
Okay. And he kept saying, sit down, be humble, sit down, be humble. And I was like, oh,
Uh,
this is what we're going to do. This is how we're going to do this. And now we're here.
Humble canines.
That's awesome. Humble
Yeah.
canine.
Yep.
Nice.
But that's where it came from. Kendrick K. Dot had everything to do
You are a
with that name.
huge
Hit us up, Kendrick. Hit John
Right?
up.
But yeah, that's,
You're encouraged.
it was just like, I don't know, just taking all these signs, I guess, and running with it because I really didn't have.
So I pity the bull is your rescue,
Yeah,
right?
that's our nonprofit. It's our
That's right.
rescue
Yep.
slash humane education.
Yeah, and then Humble Canines, your training company.
Yes.
Yeah,
So
you
if
know
those
it's
were two kids, or I Pity the Bull, leaves the country to feed the homeless but has no job when they come back. Humble Canine helps fund my other kids' trips.
That's
yep.
great.
We we are I'm actually we're in the process of starting a non for profit right now. I'm kind of doing
Oh,
something
nice.
similar. Yeah. I'll have
Nice.
to plug your ear on that. It's a fun process, isn't
Yeah.
it? Mhm.
If you decide to do a humane education where you go into schools, I got a
Yeah.
curriculum for you.
Awesome. Yeah, I'll definitely hit you up on that. That'll be part of
Yeah.
one of our divisions.
Yeah. It's I'll send it to you. It's got worksheets and all the stuff. So
Humble Canines, your training company, and then I Pity the Bulls, your foundation. Is that what you call it, or not for profit?
yeah, it's our nonprofit, but Humble Canine won't exist without I Pity the Bull.
Yeah.
Like
Yep.
it's
That's
almost like my college. Like I learned so much about dogs just by volunteering at shelters and just watching people.
oh really?
Oh yeah, because I would go to the shelter and you get volunteers there that've been there for like 20 years. They're not trying to like even be nice to you half the time.
Hmm.
Yeah.
So I would just watch volunteers handle the dogs. And then when they would go away, I would just try to not do what they did.
The opposite.
Yeah. Right. I'm like, okay, maybe I can just maybe take my time here. And I think losing the ability to tie my shoes absolutely helped me with learning how to put a leash on a dog.
Yeah, slowing
Huh.
down.
Yep.
Interesting.
And you spent time with Lynn. When was it? 2019 or 18? Was it?
Oh yeah, I think it was before that because we did. He did the School of Dog Psychology tour.
Oh yeah, that was definitely before that. Then.
Yeah, and
Was
I Pity the
Angela
Bull
with them?
was the educational partner. So we'd set up a booth and we'd help promote everything. And I sat through. I was lucky enough to sit through like 8 seminars of Lynn.
Yeah, that's very
And
beneficial.
for whatever reason, when he talks, I see it in my head.
Yep. He's good at that though. He's good at being very descriptive with things.
Yeah. Like it was learning from him was pretty, like, it's pretty life changing. Like, I, I don't know. He's just pretty amazing.
Yeah,
He's a great trainer. We've
I'm a
had
big
him on a
we're
couple
big fans
times.
of him.
Yeah.
Yeah. Um,
Yeah.
you were saying that your nonprofit has an educational portion where you go into schools.
Yep.
Talk to us about that a little bit. What
So we
inspired it?
partnered up. One of my clients actually has her master's degree in education,
Mm,
right? And she's a retired special ed teacher, and she has a rescue pity. And at the time, she was working on a curriculum to take into the schools, but she had no way to get into the schools. And so
mm.
somehow we partnered up and we took life lessons and put them in a dog story, right? So you have, you know, if you wouldn't do it to a dog, why would you do it to a person? If a dog can forgive you for this, why can't you forgive someone else? The
Mm.
dog won't take what someone else did and take it out on you per se, right?
Yeah,
So we did all this and we essentially taught kids kindness through dog stories,
I like
but at
that.
the same
Kindness
time
is the
involve
key.
dog safety on how not to get bit.
Yep,
Okay.
I like that. Kindness though is the emphasis. I like that.
That was the emphasis. It was like, don't believe rumors, right? Oh, you hear this new kid is this, and this, but you don't even know. But you get mad when pit bulls get discriminated on, but you're doing the same thing,
Right.
Mm.
right? Like, find out. Don't believe everything you hear, you know?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Be an
Exactly.
advocate for your friend if they're getting picked on. Don't jump on the other side,
Hmm.
but we
That's
also taught the
interesting.
kids not everything is bullying,
mm.
Mhm.
right?
That's
Like,
the
we
thing
all
now.
throw that word around, but not everything is bullying,
Right.
you know?
I like that.
Yeah.
I wasn't expecting that direction, but I really appreciate that direction of it all.
Oh, yeah. But I also said without bullying, you won't have Eminem or Freddie Mercury. So, I mean, it's not going anywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just changing forms in a different
It's
way.
just changing forms. And it's just, if I told one kid, if you really want to bully someone, be their friend first. Find all their
Mm.
weaknesses, and then you can talk all the shit you want to them.
That's right.
Definitely, that's what the way we grew up. All my
Yeah.
friends kind of had ways
But
to
That's what it is when
push
you're
me,
with
but
your friends, though. Like, when you're
oh,
with
yeah,
your
yeah.
friends, they're poking on
but
your
it's
weak
not
spots, you know?
bullying.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
bullying.
But if anyone else says that shit to you, like,
Yeah.
bad news
It's
for them.
on. Yeah. Yeah, it's on.
That's awesome.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I can say
But
that about my friend, but you can't say that about my friend.
exactly.
That's right.
Yeah.
Exactly. So yeah,
So
I mean, I missed that. I missed that part. As soon as the pandemic hit, it all changed. Someone had a problem with us bringing pit bulls into the school, and they actually sent photos of kids that were bit
Mhm.
to the school district
for
and
what?
stopped it all.
Really? That made you
Uh-huh.
stop going?
Yep. They
That's
said
like
you can either not bring the dogs or you can do Zooms. And I was like, okay, well this sucks.
Would they let you have brought other dogs in?
Yeah, there were no dogs. It wasn't even like no pit bulls. It was no
Oh,
dogs. Period.
wow.
that's silly.
That
Yeah.
kinda took your whole,
So, but your non for profit's still running, and you're doing something else with it, then, right?
Oh yeah. So we help raise money for other rescues, and every now and then someone will ask us to do, a humane ed for a large group
Yeah.
of people. So we use our platform mostly to help other people.
nice.
Hey, you know what we'll do? We'll fly out. I pity the bull out here. You guys come and do it
Yeah.
out here. Yeah,
Yeah, man.
that'd be awesome.
Yeah. I'll hey Ben, anything you need help with getting that started, just let me know.
Yeah, that initial push is hard. I don't know if you heard, Bobby, but I was gonna start doing this non for profit here, and help fuel the bigger cause what we're trying to do, which is help the community. And so it's gonna be
Yeah.
super cool. The non for
Yeah.
profit.
What's your, goal for the non for profit there, Ben? What
It's
is
actually
the
the
uh,
same thing as John was doing to some degree. We're just doing education, but I'm trying to dive into everything potentially from people that are on the later chapters of rehab, or kids that are struggling with like mental illness or just mental wellness. People that whether it's eating disorders or whether it's depression or kids that have anxiety or whatever it may be, but just teaching them some emotional regulation through dogs would be my goal. And you know there's another thing I'd love to do is to deal with former military and veterans, and help whether it's potentially showing them a career path or just helping them feel a sense of community, where the generalization is we're all trying to feel calm, or we're trying to slow down, or that we're trying to be more confident, or you know sometimes I like to practice being uh what's the word called, embarrassed. I think a lot of people, what they struggle with the most when they come to my place, is they always feel embarrassed or they're nervous or whatever it may be. So just helping people feel that this is a place where you can practice being calm and confident, let's just say. But
Yeah.
yeah, just pushing the wellness, the dog psychology onto people. That's why I
Well,
didn't like the term dog psychology, because it's so much larger than
yeah.
understanding the psychology of a dog, because then it's like applying it. So
Yeah.
I don't know.
I remember Lynn said one day, he's all, you know the difference between human psychology and dog psychology? I'm like, what? He's all the word in front of it.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's all, it's
it's
all the same, you know?
I like that, yeah.
I think, well, dog psychology is how a dog would treat a dog, and human psychology is how a human would treat a human. You should not treat a dog like you would treat a human, though. That's where our jobs come into effect.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You know what
there's
I'm
a
saying?
there's a feathering in though, right? Right? Where there's some things that are touching on both of them.
Yeah.
Oh, of course. Like there's definitely some crossplay between them, but if you only treat your dog like a human, you're gonna be hitting up a trainer.
Yeah,
You know
Yeah.
what I
definitely.
mean?
But I feel
So
like people treat their dog, they don't even treat humans the way they treat their dogs.
No.
that's true.
Yeah,
It's like, oh, I can't leave my kid alone at home. And I was like, I don't know anyone that's a parent to human kids that does that. They search for babysitters all day,
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. No doubt.
or oh, your kid can sleep in their room. but your dog can't. Your dog has to be in bed with you, but like your 5-year-old kid can't. Like to me, it's not the same,
Yeah.
Exactly.
right? At least in the
Mhm.
world we live in right now.
Yeah, there has to be a discernment, I believe, as well.
Yeah, yeah. But yeah, I don't know, man. It's
So so how did you go from student to, because how I met you, you were bringing dogs up to TCW at a certain point, helping out.
yeah. Um, yeah, that was crazy. It was
Yeah,
Colleen just called. She hit me up one day and was like, "We need dogs. You're in the shelters all the time. We need dogs, and these are the types of dogs we need."
okay.
And but we also need transportation. So at the time, Upland Animal Shelter, they actually let us use the vans because I'm like, look, let me pick some dogs. While they're gone, we'll put a sign up there saying where they're at to kind of generate some interest in them when they
Yeah,
come back.
absolutely.
Yeah,
So I would
Absolutely.
bring like, dude, I would bring like 15 to 20 dogs.
That's awesome.
yeah.
And then Steve, who would be out there? Steve, Todd,
Art.
sometimes Caesar, Art, they'd be out
Yola,
there and they would just pick the dogs.
nice.
Right.
That's
And then
awesome.
we bring the other ones back. But did it for a good while.
Yeah, yeah, you were up there for a while, and I was
Yeah.
like that's kind of how I kind of met you. I was like, "Who is this guy?" And then you
Yeah.
were connected with Angela. That's how I, like, somehow, right? Because
Yeah. I met Angela through Lynn during
okay,
those School of Dog
that
Psychology
tour.
tours.
Mhm.
She was with him on that tour. I was gonna
Yep.
ask you earlier. Yeah, okay. And so you would set up events, and Angela was also helping Lynn in those
She
events as well.
was actually at that time, she was just
Hmm.
not just, but she was attending it.
Mm.
Oh, okay.
She was attending it. And the first one he did in Anaheim, all the TCW trainers were there.
Okay. I didn't know that.
Yeah. All the female ones were there.
Okay. Lisa, Melina,
Yeah.
Colleen,
Yep.
Mojo.
JoJo, they were all there.
Okay, nice. Yeah, he's great to learn from. We've had him out here. We've had him on the podcast.
Yeah.
We've done an event with him, my company. Yeah, he's an amazing trainer. He's really good with the
Yeah.
dogs. Fantastic.
He's good with people too, you know?
Yeah. Sometimes he can be a little prickly though. And
Yeah.
some people just can't handle that, you know? It just depends on the person.
My wife did
Mhm.
not like him the
Yeah,
first day.
I have
Like,
known some people that just do
yeah,
not mesh well with him. He's
yeah,
great with me. I come from an era though where we were like you were saying, like not everything is bullying, or
yeah.
even he goes sometimes a little too far out for my liking. What the heck? Can you
My
hear me?
wife loves him now though.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Like that dislike lasted 24 hours
Oh,
Okay.
because he
Yeah, it's not
came in and he didn't say hi.
mhm. Yeah.
And
That's what I'm saying. His social skills aren't
yeah,
always
and
the best with
like,
people, but with the dogs, he really takes the time. But with
oh,
people, he's just like,
yeah,
nah.
it
Um,
was,
you
I
know?
wish I could recreate that moment
that's
because
awesome.
she
But
kept telling
and
our
you
puppy to leave it. And he goes, "What's leave it mean?" And
hmm.
Bree looks at him like, "Who the fuck are you? Like, what? You're going to come into my house. You don't even introduce yourself." And it's a big old thing now. Anytime we hear leave it, someone says, "What does leave it mean?" But she was like, "I don't know who the fuck that guy thinks he is. No, 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 no." And then the next day she's like, "You know what though? He knows what he's talking about."
Yeah, definitely got
Like,
skills.
but he got our at the time, our 9-year-old daughter to go and get her shots.
Okay.
You help
Before we
motivate
had
her?
to trick her, we had to she needed people to literally hold her down. I don't know what the hell he said to her, but she willingly went.
Wow.
Yeah, he does have the pressure matrix.
With
Yeah.
little kids, he has an affinity with them because I think as a child he
Yeah.
struggled, so he has a little more patience with them than he does
Yeah.
with adults at
I
times. So
I think people that this is my opinion, but people that get rubbed the wrong way are just people that aren't ready to hear what he's gonna say.
Mhm.
You know what I mean?
yeah,
And until you're in a position to, want it, you know, that's I don't know, that's my thought on it all.
Oh,
it
yeah.
depends. Some people just have different ways of learning from other people,
Yep.
and it's you just we're not always the same. We're not always right for any one person. Some people will learn better from me. Some people will learn better from you. Some people, you know what I mean, will learn better from John. It's just it is what it is, and sometimes our styles can be, a little softer or more firm. It depends, and
Yeah.
I find that sometimes he can come across a little rough, you
Pressure
know.
matrix. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
love it.
but I love Lynn, great dude,
Yeah. My wife comes across a little rough. I need that.
There you
I
go.
need I need someone to not agree with me no matter how much I complain about it.
I like
That's
that.
yeah.
Like, I need someone to ask why. I'm like, "Oh my gosh, why? Why?"
Your wife's name is Brianna?
Yeah.
Yep, and she's kind of the I looked on your website, she's kinda like the brains behind the website, right?
Oh my gosh, dude, like, I tried running this whole thing for a year. Clients, invoicing,
Oh,
getting
yeah.
money, like,
I
it
don't
was
do that.
exhausting. It was exhausting, and she at the time, she was working at a pest control company,
Oh, really?
answering phones and stuff, and I said, "Hey, you should quit your job." She's like, "For what?" I go, "Help me run this company." And
Yeah.
she's like, "Am I gonna get benefits?" I'm like, "Absolutely not." Like,
No.
just take I go, "Look, take a chance. Give it a year, and if it doesn't work out, you can go back to a job you're overqualified for and get your benefits."
There you go.
And
Right?
how
She
long ago
quit,
was
and
that?
we never looked back. I don't think I know we would not be able to be where we're at without her.
Of course.
Yeah,
Yeah.
wives are good for those kind of things.
Yeah, so she handles all that. She calls herself the record label.
Yeah.
You
So
are a
you're
big
the artist, just go out there and smile and do your job.
That's
Ah,
If
nice.
anyone asks how much something costs or if there's room for anything, you just have them email me.
That's
uh-huh.
awesome.
Yeah,
She handles distribution and, all the management stuff, and you just go out and shine as the artist. It's beautiful.
pretty
Hey,
much. That's why I'm always in a good mood.
yeah, and what I meant about wives are good for that, I didn't mean for that part, I meant for, like, helping us be accountable to grow, helping us
Yes.
stay on track is what I meant to say.
Oh yeah.
That's what we
It's
Telling
call a
myself the right.
backtrack 10 right there. Make sure that the
And
wifey
let me
ain't
let me
upset at
clear
that
the air on
comment
yeah,
that.
we
let
I
me
just
just wanna
just
made
make
there.
sure.
I love it. Wiping down that snow behind us and you know
yeah.
what I
That's
mean?
right.
Just,
But yeah, she's we are all thankful for her. I don't even know, like, if I hadn't met her, actually if her daughter, our daughter, had not walked up to me at an adoption event, I'd have never met her.
I was gonna ask how did you meet her? And that's great. So
I
how did
was
you
the shelter or the rescue I was volunteering at, I brought this like 100-pound Corso for adoption. And I'm just hanging out there, and this little 5-year-old girl comes up to me and she's like, "Can I pet that dog?" Again, I'm doing shit I would never do right now. And I'm like, "Yeah, I guess." I didn't even know how this dog was with kids.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And, apparently good because, she's still here. So she's
Still
petting the
got all the
dog.
fingers?
She's talking my ear off, man. It felt like hours, but it was like 5 minutes. And I finally said, I'm like, "Who is responsible for you?" And she's like, "My mom, my grandma." I said, "Go find them. Go to them." I
Yeah.
go, "But first, let me take a picture of you with this dog so I can post on social media."
Yeah.
Again, things I would not do right now. Right. And I
Well,
Before
posted
death.
this picture, and Bree's like, "Well, that's my kid." And I was like, "Well, oh, here we go."
That's
nice.
awesome.
Right. And, I guess she liked me for a while, but I didn't really like go for it at the time. And she thinks it's because I liked other girls, but it was because I'd never dated a girl that was more responsible than me.
There we
And she
go.
was going to expose all my weaknesses if I actually dated her.
Dated
And
up
she
then,
did.
huh?
My gosh, she did. And I'm thankful every day for it. But
That's awesome.
yeah, that's how we met. If not for our daughter, who's 17 now,
That's
we
crazy.
might have never
Nice.
met.
So 8
Hey,
years
d
ago.
hey, does that time go by fast or what?
So fast, man. Like, our son is 9. Like,
Yeah, I
I
saw
don't,
that.
like, Ben, they say it goes by fast, but just as soon as you get used to one stage, it's over.
Yeah.
No, that's what I have at times a high level of self-awareness, and I'm like super aware of that, and it trips me out, honestly. I don't like that.
No,
Yeah,
it's there were
changing.
times I wish I was more present.
Yeah. I'm
You
I'm
know,
like I'm being like overly present then. At times I feel like I'm well, not overly present, it's just I just know that time is short and that I only have this much time for a short amount of time. So, it's a different stage
it is. It's I forgot what show it was, but they were saying how like you have one kid, but it's like having five different kids.
because they've
Mm.
changed so much
Yeah,
throughout
you
life.
have your newborn, you have your toddler, like it's all
It was
these different
Modern
stages.
Family. Modern
Yeah.
Family.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
what it was. Yep.
Yeah, it was like the and one of the end episodes, and it was
Yeah.
like you see like them like graduate from each moment. There's like one moment where you're never gonna hold them again like
Yep.
this. And there's a moment
Hey,
where they're gonna
that's a
go out
super
on their
sad
bike.
thing, Bobby.
It
I'm just
is,
saying,
man. I can't watch
no.
that without getting a little bit
Yeah, but
like
you
a little
gotta
bit choked up.
also remember you're never gonna hold them again like this, but that's the moment that they're gonna walk on their own. You know
Yep.
what I mean? That door closing is opening another door for them in a sense. That it's always this transition. You can't be when you get that's where all suffering comes from is attachment to some moment or some feeling or some you know what I mean? It's like it's flowing. You got to flow with it. Otherwise,
Yeah.
you're gonna get caught up and depressed and you
I
know.
had some older client of mine talk. I had brought Shepherd out into the kennels and she was picking up her dog and she was like, I'm building this house right now on my property and holding my kid and whatever and things were going on. We're talking about my former dogs and she said, just be grateful for all the hard times right now because these are what your memories are going to be.
Hmm.
Exactly.
And like she said something like really short and sweet, but it's like everything we're doing right now is just going to be a memory.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And so I was like, it just shook me the other day. She
The
said that.
beginning of this podcast is only a memory.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. It
The
all.
this this breath we just breathed out is a memory now, and we only have so many of them in our life. It's like you got to realize that this is fleeting, bro. This life is fleeting. Everything is fleeting. And if you're going to be sad about that, you're going to always be in this depressed mood, but
Yep.
you've got to also realize that because of this fleetingness, that's what gives it its beauty. If we lived forever, then nothing would be important. We would always have
Yep.
tomorrow to do whatever. But the
Yeah.
fact that we have a time limit, there's a stamp on it that says, "Hey, man, you're not here forever. Everything is finite and everything's changing." So you got to just go with it.
Hey,
Suck it up.
My wife a few years ago, randomly, she says, "Do you remember what your parents got you for Christmas when you were 12?"
hell no.
And I go, "Why? Why would I know?" I go, "I don't know." She's all, "Exactly." She's all, "But I bet you if they took you somewhere cool, you would remember that."
Mhm.
Yes.
I'm like, "Yeah." She's all, "So from now on, we are taking our kids somewhere instead of buying them something.
Way better idea.
So
An
we are going to give
experience.
them memories instead of things."
I only have one gift I remember, and it was the Nintendo Entertainment System, bro. My 10th Christmas or whatever.
Oh
That
my
was the
God, that's
best.
gold right there.
To this day, it's the best present I've ever received. I have
What year?
nothing.
What year
1987, I want to say.
is that? The year it came out too?
Yeah, yeah.
Dude, that's fresh off
Yeah,
the
you had the
press.
robot. You had
I
the
did. I had the
yeah.
robot. I was one of the few people that actually had the gyro. It came with Gyromite, the game,
Yep.
and I had Robbie the robot that would lift
Yep.
up.
And you had the gun for duck hunt.
I had Duck Hunt. Oh, I had the whole action set. Dude, dude, it was the best gift ever. Oh my
Yeah.
God. So, but like I'll tell you, the experience of living somewhere, doing something, going somewhere, that's something you'll never forget.
Yeah.
I remember every trip I've ever taken with my parents. I remember one present I've ever received,
Yeah.
basically. You
So
know?
basically, is that if you don't get your kids some dope ass present every year, we're failing.
No
You gotta
matter
get them
what.
Yeah.
another Nintendo every year.
Yeah.
No, even if it was another Nintendo, you're never gonna. It'd be chasing the dragon in a sense. You're never
I think
gonna.
that's the feeling though.
That one smack hit of 10 years old,
Right.
bro.
And they keep getting
Never
more
gonna
expensive.
that again.
That's dope. That's awesome.
It was a beautiful memory. But like I said, I remember every time I've gone on a trip with my parents, or
Yeah.
Yeah.
even with my friends. Sometimes the memories and the experiences are what really are gonna stick out to you on your deathbed. And that's, I want to live my life like I want to have some great memories on my deathbed. That's it. Because that's all we have, you know. We have this just time to try to have a good time and be kind to each other and love our animals and treat them the way they need to be treated properly. And you know what I mean? And that's it.
I
Like,
hear you.
Yep.
yeah, I'm just preaching.
No, man, you're saying the right thing, Bobby. Don't
Yeah.
forget
All
the
right.
community. Don't forget you gotta leave your mark on the world, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Well, that's by treating the people that I love
That's
properly,
right.
I feel that it's going to change my world, and by changing my world, I'm changing the world in a sense. It's
Yep.
like the saying about the butterfly flaps its wing in America and a tsunami and lands in Japan or something because of all
I'm on it.
the huge effect that is transferred and amplified through.
I've never heard that.
Oh,
It's called
really?
the butterfly effect.
Oh, I've
Yeah,
seen the movie.
That's what
Okay,
it
I get it now.
is.
Okay. Yeah.
yeah. It comes from some saying. I couldn't tell you who said it. It's probably some like Asian proverb or something.
Yeah.
But it's. I love the wisdom kind of thought processes and stuff and
But when I
philosophy.
look at the timeline, right, I hit my head, I lose my job. I'm in like the worst place ever,
That perfect.
right? And somehow I taken a dog. I'm doing a bunch of things I probably shouldn't have done.
Yeah.
A lot of time is going by though.
A
For
lot of
me, it was.
times going by, and then I meet the love of my life because some little 5-year-old girl decides she wants to talk to me.
Well, it
That's
starts with
awesome.
the head concussion.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, and even
You didn't
that
fall off that
starts
bike.
with that
Right.
bike.
My wife wouldn't have liked me before the bike hit.
They do say
And
that
lots of
head
therapy.
injuries do create new personalities in people. Kind of like they
Yeah.
make.
Yeah.
Like, apparently Roseanne Barr was hit as a kid, like, by a car, and she changed her complete personality, and that made her
Really?
into. Yeah, Joe Rogan was talking about it, and some other people too. I think I wanna say, like, Rodney Dangerfield or Mitch Hed another comedian as well. Like,
Yeah.
serious brain injuries can create, like, this whole new personality pop out, so
Yeah.
it's
It's
interesting.
yeah.
You said
It's
you had many, concussions. Did you play football growing up or something?
yep. So they came like the first one was I was 13, and my dad used to run a Mount Baldy race to the top, and
Mhm.
we were just going on a friendly hike or whatever, and he was a little bit ahead of me going down, and I tried to catch up to him, so I cut the trail,
Mm.
and I lost my footing and I ran into a tree.
Oh.
Yep.
But had I not run into that tree, I would have just fallen off the cliff.
Oh,
Shoot.
Yeah.
so
That's a good one.
Yeah.
okay.
I've had 3 documented concussions and mine was not like that.
Yeah.
I just
You
ran
can have
right into
yeah.
I ran right into a tree, but there was no mountain. I just was not looking ahead of
Yeah. It
myself.
still hurts the same, Ben.
Yes. Yes. I got knocked completely out when I was like 12
Yeah.
years old. Yeah. Hospital and everything.
And I've learned that they all do something to you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
And then you watch that one movie about concussions and you're like, just turn this movie off.
Yeah.
CT or whatever, the football.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was like, yeah, turn this movie off. I do not need to watch this.
Hey, man,
I watch for entertainment. I'm not trying to.
Be sad.
if you were born before, like, 2000, yeah, there's a good chance that you're playing outside and got concussed at some
Oh,
point. You know what I mean?
100%. You
Yeah.
know?
Like, yeah, so, like, we're all in that, category of
Oh, yeah.
before 2000, so when before children moved indoors to, like, live, basically, you know, compared to now, at least, you know?
Yeah.
I don't know if I played football for 10 years. I don't know if that was a good idea to do.
Yeah.
Hindsight.
No, but it was fun.
It was.
Maybe not for
Do
the
you want
brain injury, but
is your kid gonna play football, John?
No, you know what? He's not really that into sports.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah,
So good.
he's like he wants to start a YouTube channel and be a gamer. You know, he's
That's awesome.
active at school, but like he's not into sports. My daughter is into sports.
That's
what does she
awesome.
play?
My daughter, who doesn't have my DNA, is a lot more like me.
That's awesome.
Funny how
Yeah,
that
I'm
works.
taking her to see DJ Quick tomorrow night.
Nice. I saw you posted something about DJ Quick.
Yeah.
That's what I love about you. You're always posting some sick hip hop stuffs because
Oh
I'm a
yeah.
huge fan as well. You have a turntable and stuff?
No,
No, I'm
absolutely
surprised.
not. No, but there's a guy, DJ E-Rock. He has his own YouTube channel, and I found out he actually lives near me. and he's starting a curriculum to teach people how to DJ, and he's guaranteed that I will know a 30-minute set by myself.
That's dope.
Are you
Yeah.
gonna do
Hell yeah, I'm gonna do it.
nice. Are you gonna get 2 turntables basically and, like, set the whole
We'll
DJ
see what
setup?
happens, you know?
Nice,
Maybe
nice.
I'll turn this room into something, but
Do a
probably
club,
not. Yeah.
Hey, you
smoke
should.
machines, the whole 9 yards.
Right?
The lighting, everything,
Yeah.
get it all
I'm always
set up.
down to learn something new, you know?
Yep.
To me, that's the key to life is, when you stop learning is when you start dying, basically,
Yeah.
and we have to keep ourselves open to continually learning stuff, and, I don't know, never trust an expert that says that they nothing is what I mean, that they know for sure everything, you know?
Yeah.
Like, not in my opinion. Like, to me, even, like, Caesar's always open to, like he's what is he doing the entire time? He's studying the dog, you know what I
Oh
mean?
yeah.
He's assessing, he's learning what this dog needs in this moment, and
Oh
he's
yeah.
you know what I mean? So he's
Even, Eleanor, you know, even though I taught her, she sees things I don't see.
Mm.
Uh-huh. Totally.
So I'm never in like a spot where I'm just like, oh, that's wrong. I'm like, what do you see? Maybe
Yeah.
I don't see it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
no,
many times I don't see it. And I'm like, wow, thanks. Thanks for that.
that's the mindset to keep as long as you live. As we get older, we become more a lot of times, I know sometimes I do it, become more cemented in our beliefs, and we believe that we know that this is right. We know. And that's when the universe comes across and just smacks us across the face sometimes and lets us know. Maybe you
Oh yeah.
don't.
Every time I think, oh, I know this dog. I know this
Mhm.
dog. I've thought that twice. And those two dogs I had to have Robert take.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Sometimes, yeah, we gotta be not so quick in our assessment, but also be confident in our assessment at the same.
Yeah.
It's a tricky thing because you want to be confident, but you also want to be open to maybe something isn't. I'm missing something as well.
Yeah, yeah, it's not what it appears.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then eventually you're around a dog long enough or anything long enough, and you start to okay, yes, now
Yeah, you're
the
quicker to
probability of
recognize.
something going haywire is way less, because you get all those reps in. But
Yeah.
yeah,
But I
it's
listen to my spidey senses more for sure.
in the
Yeah,
beginning, way in the beginning, you're definitely far more right, like on in the moment, like looking. But then you
Yeah.
can start to relax more and more as you get to know the dog's tendencies or whatever the world's tendencies to whatever you're
Yeah.
approaching, whatever your
The last
stimulus.
dog, Robert, I sent to Robert, like that dog wanted to kill me.
and this
Like
Yeah.
is a dog that was at the going to your rescue?
the dog was rescued off Skid Row, and the dog actually had someone interested. So the dog was just gonna stay with us for basically an extended assessment.
Uh-huh.
Okay. But every time I brought the dog back home, that dog hesitated a little bit. Like that dog didn't want to be in a home.
Oh,
Mm,
Right. As soon as the wall started getting closer, he got a little more tense. And then one day I went to put him in the kennel and he pushed it back open.
oh,
yeah,
He's a 90-pound pitty. He pushed it back open and I lost my footing. And had Bree not been there to shut that kennel door, I'd have probably got mauled.
yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
Like I was legit scared of that dog.
yeah. And once you're
Like
scared, it's kind of hard to
it's
not
over. It's game over.
have a
Like
little
he
bit of
knew. I walked out there and he was like, you can't be near me. You're too weak, dude. Like
that's
legit
see,
scared.
that's
Yeah.
beautiful that actually like you can say that and be like, look, I this dog was more than I can handle.
Yeah. There's
When
no
I first
way. Yeah.
When I first got Lena, I brought her to TCW and I brought her up to Caesar before like the event started. And I was like, yeah, I need your help with this dog. He's like, yeah, but you're a trainer. What do you? And I'm like, this dog is too much for me. He's like, oh, this dog's above your ability. Like at first he was kind of like, eh. And then he heard me say like, this dog, I need help, bro. Like
Yeah.
he's like, oh, it's above your ability. Let me see. And then he was like, oh yeah, this dog's a little crazy, bro.
He was Rio.
Yeah, yeah, well, we didn't use Rio in that sense, but in that moment, but he need yeah, that
He
dog
met
needed to
Rio.
be checked.
Yeah. There's been like, yeah, there's been a few dogs. I'm just like, even during like assessments, consultations, I'm like, this ain't the dog for me, man. Like, I'm like,
You
here,
don't want
call
to deal
this
with it.
person or this person, but like, I can't do this.
Yeah, you don't
It's
want to deal with it. That's fine.
it's a superpower of
Yeah.
your of anybody to be able to be say, look,
Well,
maybe
I
I'm
don't
not.
want to practice. I don't want to
Mhm.
practice on someone's dog and have
Mm,
them pay me for me to practice with their dog. Like, I don't know. Like,
yeah.
I
No.
can't do it. Like, if I'm not 100% sure I can help these people, I'm like, here, call this person.
Yeah, we offer basically a money back guarantee.
Yeah.
Um, if we're in it, like in the beginning, we're like, we and the it's all about if the owner can step in as well and step
Yeah.
up. You know what I mean? If they have that ability, if they don't have that ability, it's like, look, we're just gonna part ways. And we've done it a couple of times
Yeah.
in the time we've been open, but it's something that you have to be aware of as well. You know what I mean? You have to be like, look, dude, sometimes I got to cut my ties, cut my loss.
You can't help them all. That's why you got to be friends with other trainers,
Yeah.
That's right. That's
right?
right.
So that you're always providing something,
Exactly.
right? Instead of like, oh, I can't help you. Good luck with your life.
Yeah,
Mhm.
you can. I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. We can help have people. There are people that we know that are better than us, and that's always a beautiful thing because
I like to say different,
different as well. Okay. Yeah,
right?
better in certain sense. In
Yeah.
like, okay, aggressive dog, maybe this trainer is better at that than I am.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
okay. You know what I'm saying? I'm willing to admit that better than me at that in that sense, but maybe in
Yeah.
this I'm better with sensitive dogs than that person is. You know what I
Yep.
mean? So it's okay to be better. You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
I don't look down on somebody else. I don't like, and I don't look up to somebody else either. I just say, there's things you shine at, and there's things I shine at. That's
Yep.
it is what it is.
I tell Eleanor all the time, man, if you don't feel comfortable with the dog, if I'm not around, you don't need to. You don't ever need to work with a dog you don't
Yeah,
want
to
to
bring
work
that
with.
dog out.
Yeah.
Eleanor
Like,
is your daughter.
no, she's my first employee. She's basically our kid.
Okay. How long have you had employees? How long have you had a humble canine open?
To officially 2019, like our tax ID
Okay.
2019.
All right.
Eleanor she's the girl that walked up to me at the adoption event,
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
right?
$20,
And
$20 lessons.
yeah,
$20 Eleanor.
I don't even know what I charged Eleanor. I'm not really sure. I think the $20 session was before Eleanor,
Oh, I thought that was
but
for that person.
Okay. I thought that
yeah,
was her.
Eleanor made me charge. It was crazy. I don't know. Eleanor is again one of those moments. If I don't meet her, I don't know.
Yeah.
And her dog growled at me and ran out of the house first time I showed up.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah. No, these little moments are the keys to our whole life sometimes.
Yeah.
Like with me, it was turning on Caesar the first time, which led me to get Regina, which led me to go to TCW, which led me to meet everybody, which led me, you know what I mean, to eventually stop working at Trader Joe's and start working with dogs. And you know what I mean? It was this whole like just one random thing turned into all these different like events that change your life.
Yep.
And as long as you're open to new things coming in, and you might discover something completely different than you were expecting, and it might be a beautiful thing.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
agree.
Yeah.
Yep. Yep. Hey, real quick mention. Speaking of that, I had our college pit bull that was a little over 15 years old just passed away, and he made me think of that. He just passed away a couple days ago. So R.I.P. Vega, our dog
Yeah.
Vega there in college. That dog changed our life. So
Yeah. 15.
yep, little over 15.
Yeah.
Good boy.
Pity, that's a good amount of time, man.
15 years is long.
Yeah.
Elvis just turned 13.
Hey,
This,
Elvis is the best though. Elvis, Elvis is the best, man. I love that dog.
like,
Yeah.
he came like that. Like,
Oh, did
he made me look good because he just kind of did all the things.
The best ones do, like this guy, basically.
yeah, that's a good boy. He's just he's just biding his time there.
Yeah.
He loves it. He loves being on the podcast.
Oh, he looks comfy as hell.
Oh yeah, I got that fat new
Hey,
bed from Kirk
hey, how
from
many dogs do you have
Costco.
right now, John?
Like personal or
Yeah, personal dogs.
6, 7. Well, my wife, she works part-time at the vet now, which is up the
Yeah, I
street
saw
from
that.
our house.
And so you're just
So
bringing
you get
or is it or is it the foundation? Is it the not
It's
for
a little
profit?
it's a little of both. We have a Great Dane right now that my wife brought home. She's like the
those
perfect dog. I brought that dog to career day. She's like the perfect dog.
to
Awesome.
me, they're either amazing or you got some issues with those
If
guys.
all dogs are like this Great Dane, none of us would be doing what we're doing.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
The one thing I don't like Great Danes about is the slobber. That's the game. That's the whole deal breaker for
Oh
me is the
God,
This
slobber
one doesn't slobber, Ben,
dude.
at all, huh?
at all. Like,
That's awesome.
she
I
doesn't
never
eat
seen it,
shit.
but you might need to breed that one.
Yeah. Yeah.
Got puts that out there.
Oh, she's like the sweetest dog ever.
That's awesome.
Sweet.
And then we have this black pit bull, Luna, who got hit by a car, and then the owner just left her in the backyard bleeding out.
Jeez.
That's horrible.
Yeah, she had maggots in her leg. And
Oh,
somehow they operated on her and she made it. And now she's with us. She's another one. Dog doesn't even have a collar on. That's how good this dog is.
does she need to have the leg amputated?
No, she kept it.
Wow, crazy.
Yeah. Our vet's they're pretty amazing.
It's modern science
Yeah.
has come some ways.
And they
man.
live like I can walk there. So they let me bring dogs in there to test them how they're gonna do at a vet and all that stuff. So we have
A
like
lot of
fake
people don't know how
exams.
important that is.
Yeah.
Taking to the vets when they don't need to go to the vet.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Like it's
Yep.
a great repetition to give your dog so that it can be prepared in the time it does need to go. Right?
Yeah.
The great Linism. Go ahead, Ben.
The health and wellness event?
No, the time to practice in an event.
Oh yeah. The best time to practice the skills and you don't need that skill.
Yep.
Yep. And that's like people don't just take their dog to the vet like just to see how it's going to be before they actually have to go to the vet. And that's
Right. Like you take your kid to a school to scope it out real quick, right?
right. Yeah. And yeah, you're there with them. You don't just leave them there the first day like nothing but
Yeah. Man, if I went to a place where I only got a thermometer up my ass, right? Or shots in my
yeah.
body, or I got cut open, like I wouldn't want to be there either.
I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah.
The
Exactly.
smells I think are intense in there for dogs.
Yeah.
Maybe the thermometer, I don't know. But
I mean, hey,
just
I mean, hey, you never know, right?
okay, it was a terrible joke.
It's the most
Anyway.
accurate way to get a temperature by.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm sure it is, Ben. Thank you very much.
Hey,
I'm
I don't
going
want to
with
get weird, but that's
Starbucks,
what there's a baby thermometer and it's the same thing. It's the
I
most
remember.
accurate way.
I remember. Anyways,
I'll
we've
trust the
been
forehead one. It's probably close enough.
Yeah.
oh yeah,
Most
yeah.
accurate.
I'll be off a degree. I'm okay with it, bro.
It's the same as mine, so that's cool. That's the same
Yeah.
temperature.
I'll do the old, I feel okay. We're good.
Yeah, that was the classic. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, you could stay home from school. Watch the Price is Right.
If your mom ever touched you and she was like, "Oh yeah, you're sick," you're like, "Oh yeah." Not close.
Let me just go back to bed.
That's great.
All right. Well, it's been an hour. Thank you for
Yeah,
joining
man.
us, John. Thank you, audience, for visiting and listening in on our wonderful podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And,
thanks, John.
yeah, we
uh,
appreciate you, and we'll
I
see
hope
I'll
to
y'all.
send
see
you
you
some leeches and
guys
some
like
merch
in
for coming.
person soon.
Definitely. Yeah, we gotta do something, plan something.
Hey,
Yeah.
are you interested in being a red shirt at TCW? You're a student.
Yeah. So it's crossed my mind, but I just don't know if I could get away.
Mm.
Yeah, it's a bit of
It is
time.
it is a commitment. It is a
You know what I
commitment.
mean? Like I don't know. I would love to.
Yeah,
I
it
would
is amazing.
love to. Todd
Well,
asked me a few years back too. You
Yeah.
know?
I don't invite people, but I'm sure I could put a good word in for you if you wanted
Yeah.
to. You'd be awesome. You'd be an awesome addition to the team. I know.
I would love to.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Like I'm like, that looks cool. Like I want to connect with people because I was there, you know?
Yeah.
And you learn, man. You still you get to go back to the class and watch another seminar. I've watched a lot of
Oh
them,
yeah.
but you get to
I
learn.
love just watching.
Yeah.
Like I will take an audit spot at a workshop over bringing my dog.
I like
I
to
just
bring
want
my
to.
dog, but
Yeah, I
yeah,
just want to watch. I just want to
I've been
listen.
to a couple audit spots as well.
Yeah,
Definitely.
because when
All
I
right,
like when
I'm
I
gonna
brought Fletcher to TCW, I kind of wish I didn't
oh, why was
because
that?
I was like, oh, how does this apply to my dog? How does this apply to my dog? And I was losing
Um,
sight of like, how does this apply? Period.
Yeah.
that's a
You
good way to
know.
look at okay.
But I'm also thankful because I ended up keeping that dog. So
Yeah.
that dog went from unadoptable to like, oh man, we're gonna keep this one.
So
Awesome.
there you go. Became
Yeah,
your guy. That happens a lot at TCW.
yeah.
All right.
But
Well,
yeah, I mean, let me know when the next one is. You know.
I think it's in April, May.
First week of April or last week of April.
Last week of April, first week
Okay.
of May. It's going to be a two-parter.
Yeah.
So, all
If
right.
it's
I'm putting
yeah,
it
if
out there.
it's yeah, if it's yeah, let me know if it's a possibility.
We would love it.
All right, there, John.
Yeah, man.
All right, guys. Thanks again.
Also, Bobby, you live too close to me for us not to hang out.
Yeah, we need
Ben,
to
if you
fly
need
out.
help with the nonprofit stuff,
I
let
do.
me
I will.
know. You know, we do plan on going to Chicago. I don't know
You let
when.
me know, man. We'll do the dog stuff, and I'll send you some merch and some leashes for doing the
Okay.
podcast thing. I appreciate it.
I like what you're wearing right there.
I'll send it
Yeah.
to you, buddy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Nice.
I've been staring at the whole time.
Buck 9.
Yeah.
All right.
I
All
love
right,
it.
guys. Thanks
Hey,
again for
thanks,
joining.
guys. And
All right.
Hey,
let me
buddy.
know however you want me to share this or whatever. Let me know.
For sure. We will.